just says it's being recorded.
Oh. Good a bit, Corey.
Can you hear us, Corey? You should be able to hear us.
Maybe I'll get the message. Are you gonna give out posters?
I have some, yes.
The big ones. Well,
Yeah, we have a lot. I mean, we have a bunch, so take whatever you need. We've got 5K. Yes, we still have 5K. I want to make sure you know, since I just dropped a bunch more off of Pine Island. And then we need to get these out. Yeah, the stack here is 5K, and then triple check here. Here's the How was your visit with your daughter?
it was great. We're going to a movie tonight.
Oh, she's still here.
Yeah, they're going, well, Sam, son-in-law, he's leaving tomorrow, go back and step-grandson, they're going back tomorrow to St. Louis, and then we're having to start a hike.
Hey, all. Hey.
All-female weekend, starting tomorrow through Sunday.
A weekend. They really took advantage of weekend.
Yeah. Airbnb up in Spicer, Minnesota.
Oh, fantastic.
Lake there. So
How much fun is that going to be?
they find an Airbnb, so it's my wife, our 2 daughters, and the 3 nieces.
Oh, that's really great.
So I did find one on Lizzie's. It's Orinoco C4, small.
Small C, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take that.
Otherwise,
We can do that right now. Corey, can you hear us? Are you joining us Zoom? He is, but he's not. I hope we can hear him.
I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. Electronic copy of those minutes from June.
yeah, Dana was, so what happened was you sent me, and I looked at them, and I responded back and I said, go for it, which meaning to
I haven't gotten anything
send
yet.
them to Carol and send them out, and that's what didn't happen.
I didn't include you? I always include you.
I know you do. It's not a big deal.
Sorry.
It's, well, you know, it's just,
But
I've
there's
been
copies, yeah.
ragging Ryland for those minutes so I can file them electronically.
God, it's not his fault.
No,
It's
no,
mine.
it's not, you know, the world's not gonna stop turning because of it, so.
Okay, but you have them now or you still need
I
them?
need them. I still need them, yep.
Here you go. I'm sending them right now. That's terrible. Okay.
So we need 4 for a quorum, and we got 2, 3.
Well,
So it's OC4, Orinoco C4?
Yes.
Okay.
okay, so now I've been. It was my son's graduation party, Carol. Yes.
I saw that on
Or Saturday.
Facebook. That is so cool.
I've just been like,
Going crazy.
yeah, and so now it's time to get back to real life, but I'm not ready and I'm not prepared and.
You know what, like doing Gold Rush in the summer is like having a graduation party every week.
100%, yes,
It's just,
but way bigger.
yeah, yeah. It's just like, wow.
Oh, I heard a door. Yay!
More coming. What happened to the glass?
Exactly.
What happened to the glass?
It shattered.
Yeah, I
Don't know how it happened.
Wild.
Between Saturday,
I know, like, I just looked at it like, going, I don't remember it being like marbled looking.
how it happened between Saturday afternoon and
Okay.
Sunday noon.
Yeah. I'll put it in my zipper spot.
So, yeah.
There's a copy up here.
Oh, we have them there.
Yeah.
Does it matter where we sit?
We're on back on Sunday.
Yeah, there's a list in there. It's 1600.
And I walked in and Ty, we were all, me and Ty, and Sally, Ty, and Nora.
I was just going to like, and you got my electronic copies, so.
There's nobody on the camera, and we checked
Then you sent one back.
That's mine.
Alright, here, but
That's where I'm looking at it, so
Well,
maybe I put both of them. I don't know if your name.
I don't know. Let me go see. Again, I hadn't got it yet.
Probably, yeah.
Carol, I like your short hair.
Oh, thanks, dear. Thank you. A lot easier.
we have $2,500. That's what I'm putting on the agenda, I'm like, we need to advertise a lot.
Okay, so you don't know about this?
I do know, I do know about it, I just don't have the actual list like that.
Oh, you want this? I did.
Um,
For you.
oh, thank you, yeah.
Sounds for.
Oh, okay.
I don't have that.
Call from Thompson's garage door, and they're, this afternoon, they're sending $100 donation.
Fantastic. Do they want to run?
Can they put up 5
runners each?
They're sending you a logo too, so.
Okay, and I need a logo from Buy Sell RV then too, for that same reason.
Oh, that's right.
Have you seen anything from Casey's to our real estate? Okay. We haven't gotten Casey's yet, and I tried to check on that, but I couldn't figure out a contact. They just said, if you don't hear from us within a month, we'll forget about it. You
Yeah.
shouldn't need to follow up with this because we routinely.
I check my spam every day. And I don't have anything from you either. So,
Okay. Let me see.
so you can resend it tomorrow or whenever. Cause I was kind of looking for it all day.
Okay.
Didn't show up.
That's my first year.
Okay.
It's like really nothing. Yeah, I'm learning as I go.
Okay.
So luckily they've been good at
Is
training me on certain things, or if I have a question, I was like, oh, here, this is how this goes, or. Okay. So I still feel really fine.
it?
Till I actually go through.
Sometimes they are, they're like,
Like I'm a really
Sure
short.
comes in,
Yeah.
Melissa.
Sure, yeah.
Just came in.
So. Yeah.
Go figure that.
He's not talking anymore. I mean, he is.
Well, I ain't too far.
Do you ever want to socialize them with a toddler?
The house back there.
come on over.
We bought it like during.
Who else is
rush,
done,
and we were
Melissa?
like, how do we get there?
Melissa, Joanne, and
So-
Jim.
That's my only experience. I've only been to
Joanne still might be in Florida.
Usually my daughter, one of my daughters.
What's that?
Joanne still might be in
Okay.
Florida.
The weekend of.
Okay.
You're on vacation.
Oh,
Yeah.
they did have soccer tournament then.
So this is up north on an ATV vacation, trying to get lost.
Okay.
Sounds like fun.
And then he was at the VFDs tournament. Like they were having there.
Okay. I should actually, you have the email. Okay. I guess I can't get it on my phone.
And so I wanted to come and see here, so we missed. I think I've gone already through 70s.
Okay.
But otherwise we've been gone.
Well,
So the 5K deposit, I only put on the 5K register, otherwise it gets double counted.
Okay,
So I just make a note in here and then it's actually on the 5K, because otherwise.
how about the car show?
Car show.
And here's,
Yeah, I don't-
and here's another, yeah, okay, so you took that out,
I
zero,
didn't know
zero.
what to do with the $10 car show.
All
I
right.
just left it. I'm not keeping it as a really.
All right, and then, how about, where's your deposit on that one?
So if you have hover
Oh,
over that, it's gonna say
okay.
1,600, put on the 5K.
Okay,
It says 1,400. Actually, it's actually 1,600, because I had 200 for Dana, and I never did that.
okay, so should I continue doing
Yeah, I
this?
should remember.
If it's a 5K deposit, you just put it on the 5K, otherwise that's why.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started.
Okay, all right, so that's good. So I think we're good.
Melissa, Joanne, and Jim were all excused. They had vacation, or Jim had a family issue, so. So
Thanks, Alyssa.
thanks for everybody coming. And everybody with Kristen?
Zoom.
I'm back.
She's back.
I'm back on it.
Hey, thank you.
Just give me something to do now.
That won't be a problem.
I mean, like,
Don't say that too
like,
loud.
yeah, I was like, oh, take,
No, there was a little communication with her emails and everything, so I apologize for that. So,
that's, I'm all, I think I kind of got caught up, so.
super. All right. We have a motion to accept the agenda. Before we do that, I have one addition. After golf carts queue, let's add the merchant donation discussion. So with that, I make a motion that we approve the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Oh, I'm looking at the minutes. I'm like, is there something called?
Any other things you want to add? If not, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? It's approved. The June 14th minutes. There's a copy there, and everybody should have a copy of that. So there's a little miscommunication getting them out before tonight, so.
My bad, it's
we'll
my
work
fault.
on that.
I move to approve the minutes from June 14th.
Second?
I'll second them because I've read them.
So you
I'm
did.
the only one, so.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Listen, do you have an update for us?
I do. So we have checking account balances reconciled. We have $40,376.61 in the checking account for regular Gold Rush, and then we have another $1,975 deposited for the 5K. So we're a little bit ahead of, well, we're doing great with sponsors for the 5K and for the 40,000. We're a little bit ahead of where we were in 2019, like this week. So at least we're not behind that. So hopefully money keeps rolling in.
We've got some tax forms to sign.
Yeah, so the tax return for Gold Rush is required every year. It's more of an informational return. Nonprofits have to fill out a 990, and we fill out an EZ, so it's a little bit simpler form because there's not real high, we don't have a high dollar threshold, and we don't have some other complexities. So we have this 990 EZ form. It was especially easy for last year because we didn't have much going on, but we still had some of our regular, expenses throughout the year that we have to report, and we still had to report a little bit of income just from our holdback of like $10 that we held back, and we had $958 of income between a donation and then some holdback from the lot fees that we, kept an administrative fee. So this is usually due May 15th, but at the May meeting, I'd asked for an extension to July because there's a Minnesota Charitable report that's due July 15th. Charitable Organization Annual Report. And that's basically just attaching a federal form and filling out a little bit of the financial information on there from the federal tax form. So pretty straightforward, simple, but it does need some signatures and needs to be documented in the minutes that it was approved at a board meeting. So I have a couple places. I have normally had the treasurer sign, but I guess since Melissa's out and it's due this week and I'd like to get it to the post office, I could have you sign. It doesn't have to be the treasurer, just had Tricia sign before. So there's like three places for you to sign, and then on the Minnesota form, I need Dana for you to sign. For the secretary.
You're gonna sign that now or at the meeting?
I can stay for the meeting, so we can do it after. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, good, thank you. Before I forget, Corey Matzke's on the Zoom meeting with us. Hi, Corey.
Sorry, hello.
Okay, thanks, Corey, for joining us.
Yep.
Can you hear everything so far?
So far,
Okay, thank you. Comment anytime.
okay.
All right. Any updates on website, Instagram, boosting?
I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing, hopefully ramp it up in the next month like I usually do. Can we talk, do you wanna talk about advertising for the 5K here or in the 5K update?
Just advertising for the 5K or in general advertising?
I think we have advertising in two spots. We have Facebook
Bill's got
advertising.
advertising, but we can, you're talking about for 2022.
I was talking about for the 5K.
For this year.
Right.
Okay, no, I misunderstood. I thought it was for next year.
No, yeah, sorry, it's this year.
Let's just talk about 5K then.
Okay.
All right. Anything else then for Facebook?
Dana, there was a couple at 75, is that right?
It was what?
75 came in this week for the Facebook. Like, that's what they billed us?
Oh,
$75?
that's usually, yeah, probably, I think I probably got an email. Or it went through on Facebook. Yeah, so that's just like, every time they hit that amount, there's two of $75 ones?
I think so. Before it was lower, it was 50, I think.
That doesn't seem right. Why would that be? Oh, I don't have Facebook. I don't have Facebook on this computer.
Okay, I can
Sorry.
look at it again and see if it was once or twice, but I just wasn't sure if it was supposed to change to 75 because I hadn't been at 75.
Yeah, let me look into that. I'll get back.
How would it be under Alyssa? In here,
Just some of the last entries in July there.
okay.
June and July, I think there was one on July 23rd.
June 23rd?
June 23rd, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
June 23rd,
Yeah, Facebook,
75.
75, then another one for $3.
Yeah, that one was a little strange too.
And then one for 50, June 2nd, $50.
That's what it usually
Yeah,
is.
it's usually 50, and then on June 23rd, it was 75,
Five.
so then I didn't know.
And then June 22nd, there was free.
Okay. Have you guys seen, who else is admin? You.
I don't do anything.
I think I'm on there, but I don't
Yeah.
ever touch anything.
Anything.
No, I'm not.
Sometimes a message.
I'm not blaming
Sometimes
anybody. I'm just
messengers,
thinking
I'll
anyone's
go in there, if it
right.
hasn't been answered, then I'll try to answer it, and I don't
I
usually
just
answer it
need-
well, but
Yeah.
I still try.
I just want to know if
That's fine,
anybody saw something weird go through. But I'll look into it and we'll. Okay. I'll get back to you, Alyssa and Carol.
How did those charges come through, Alyssa? Because I don't remember seeing them. Did they?
Yeah, they come on the bank statement and then I put them on there.
Okay, do it that way. Okay.
Is there an automatic debit to our account?
Right.
When they hit a certain amount, but they were
Yeah.
hitting at
It's
50.
usually 50. I wonder if because we're getting closer to the date,
Did you up it?
I haven't,
But I mean, did you set it to up at a specific time?
I set a limit of like, what did we say, 500 or whatever we said? But I'm wondering if we haven't used it, and so now it's like using it more, I don't know. Probably. I don't know if Facebook.
Probably exactly what it's doing. It's saying, I need to spend all this money by this date. We haven't
Exactly.
spent it, therefore.
This isn't Facebook advertising, but as an aside, I am going to run some hard copy ads. We're doing our coupon ad again that we've gotten ready for the shopper, that we're going to be giving away, free gift, and then we ask them to bring in a food shelf donation. We'll be putting those in the Zumbrota paper, and then also a couple of the, like, some of the bigger publications. They do a feature on Southeast Minnesota, the Gold Rush Days, inclusive of Rochester as well as us. So I mean, we would really be remiss to not be included in that type of publication. It would show that we're dying. So I think that's the old times. We really need to, I'm being very conscientious of what I spend, but it could very well come in around $500. Because I think it's critical that we do not lose our place in that type. I think Facebook does a wonderful thing, as everything that we've done, but there's a lot of people who still like to look to the hard copy, and that's where people say, aren't you guys having the show this year? So anyway, just as a heads up, we'll be seeing some of those
So
charges.
just, follow up on that, so people can bring in the food items to the information booth.
Right.
Which will be, the trailer in the information booth is up by the post office. And we'll set that up on Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. So when they come in, if you're working the information booth, then we're gonna have pins. What else are we gonna have?
Whatever we can clean out downstairs.
Yeah.
We have a lot of pens right now, and I think we might, depending on what our t-shirt status is, we might even, depending if they bring in 2 or 3 items or something generous, we could give them maybe a t-shirt.
Carol, I'd like to put some pens in the race packet.
Yeah, that's
too,
perfect.
if that
Yep.
works. If we
Yep,
have
that's
extra. I was
great.
gonna ask you what we have, but
Right, we have plenty, and they only have a shelf life of so long, so let's use them up. Yeah.
okay, to follow up, Alyssa, it says that $368.97 of the $500 has been spent. So if you could figure that, if that is all. Because I haven't spent any, not on purpose anyway. Not done anything. Okay, so if that all equals out, then I think that it's probably just shooting us weird numbers right now.
And just another side, when we get to the timeline on item number N, we'll have a meeting on that Thursday morning at 11 o'clock at the information booth. We'll go over everything that's at the information booth for everybody when we take rotations, kind of watching the information booth and not application problems. And there'll be a lot more details when you talk about that Thursday morning. So. All right. Anything else? Okay. Volunteer coordinator, Melissa and Christine. Melissa's not here, but can you give us an update?
Yeah, I can give her, so Melissa, Joanna, myself met up a week or so ago, maybe, yeah, almost 2 weeks ago, and discussed a lot of volunteer information and got some good direction from Joanne. And so, and advice. So Melissa has been able to procure vests and gloves for the garbage volunteers. I forgot how many it was, but it was probably like a dozen or more vests, and I forgot how many pairs of gloves.
We do have some of those downstairs too.
Yeah, she's got, and so then, and I don't know if she's gonna label them or what she's gonna do. She also has 2 signs that she's having made, that she emailed. One is for the National Night Out,
Okay.
And then the other one, I'm not 100% sure if that's like for the info table or where she's gonna have it exactly, but I forgot what she's gonna do with the second sign. But she's got some nice signs that she had made up. So that'll be great. And then we just need to know what we need to do to make sure we have a table. And then I think an easel or something else, or maybe she's just gonna use her sign. I can't remember. Joanne and Melissa and I were talking. So Melissa probably would know more about if we need to talk to Kane about anything in particular for National Night Out. So we have a spot to obtain some handwritten. Also, we're planning on bringing our iPads to have people sign up on the Sign Up Genius right away too, if it works, if the hotspot works or whichever works.
The way I found the best, Chris, is put your request into the city clerk
Okay,
for the tables.
all right.
And then tell her exactly what you need, chairs, tables, whatever. And if there's an easel, we do have an easel in the trailer.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we could, I'll have to ask Melissa if she still needs the easel now that she's got like a
Right.
nice sign. So I think she's got like a,
But I think the critical
Coroplast.
thing is to put this where you're going to have a lot of activity. We don't want
so
to be,
email the city clerk.
yeah.
Because someone had wrote something about requesting it from Kane, but I'm fine with doing
I'm
the city clerk.
finding that if you cross communicate as much as you possibly can, it gets done better.
Okay,
City clerk, and if you want to CC Kane. that
yeah,
works
maybe I'll
good
do
too.
both.
Yep,
And then,
I have found that to work the best.
thanks, because I just want to make sure we have a spot and we have whatever we need.
Exactly.
That way we can, and then I may make a couple little photo, card things, just saying a couple things too. So Melissa and I plan on being there the whole night or whatever time period to take that. I know she talked about maybe stopping by a couple neighborhoods that she knows is doing their own National Night Out that night too. So she may leave and come back, but I'm planning on staying at the Orinoco one.
I've never set Orinoco Park during National Night Out, so I don't know what else is going on.
Yeah, and me neither, to be honest. I'm like, we're usually gone or, soccer. Up until the summer, and last summer, we've had soccer like every day of the week. So now we're actually home, so now I'll be able to see how it works.
So
But-
I did talk with Geraldine this afternoon and asked her if she had a layout of everything where
Oh,
we're gonna go. And she didn't have it laid out yet, but I do know that they're gonna be grilling outside the fire department. And they'll be serving or we will be helping serve in the fire hall, I guess.
Oh,
And we'll
okay.
talk about that here just a little bit later, so.
Okay, I just want to make sure I know what I need to do to,
Yeah, but you're doing everything right, just email
Before they get
Geraldine.
their plate.
But they have to sign up.
Here you go, sign up,
The plates.
and then here's your plate.
Are you volunteer or are you a volunteer?
No
That'd be
pressure.
good.
Oh, yes, we need to sign up get runners
Yeah.
registered that night too. Well, whatever.
Well, no, but that'll be good. I'm glad to be
25K
wherever we can be, so.
Just let Geraldine know. And they'll probably use one of these plastic tables that we have over here in the back in the senior room.
I wonder if we could sit up for when the Historical Society tells everybody in town to come over for free ice cream.
Mhm.
And then we could park and make people, encourage
When is
people
their
to
next?
volunteer.
When is their next event? Because that is,
The 22nd around that of July.
that's smart, because they had a big turnout last
They had a
time.
ton of
Yeah.
people.
It was a lot.
It was really
It was
cool.
really good pie.
Okay, so hold on, the History Center event.
I'm also gonna put up, we have one of our Gold Rush sail flags. I was gonna put that up by the table wherever it's at, so.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, as long as we can just draw whatever attention to ourselves.
Hard to miss. Yeah. And we have
That's
four of
good.
those that we put out on the river, on the roads in different places for that weekend.
Well, that's
So are they going to be
perfect.
eating inside the fire hall then?
What's that?
Are they going to be eating inside the fire hall?
Outside the fire hall. We'll block the street off. There'll be tables outside, inside and outside the fire hall. And I think that's where the music is gonna be also, so. The bounce houses, I'm guessing will be over here in the grass someplace. That's all being decided by Geraldine and Renee. So. Now, it starts at 4, well, we'll talk about that later. I don't want to go off track.
So for the sign up genius, and I've started putting in everything. I need to update the 5K. I saw you put a couple slots in my spreadsheet. So if that's
I
done.
have a lot more things to get you to.
Yeah, so whatever you can get me, I'd like to put it, that way I can put them in there and get it. And then even though I have the chalking, I put your husband's name in there already. It's better because then next year I'll remember, oh, hey, that thing has to happen. or this has to happen. Just like with the drivers and the garbage masters, I've put in Donnie and I put in Bobby, or Bob, Donnie. I put them in the days that they're supposed to be in as those positions, and I just automatically sign them up. Just to have that in there, because I want to make sure that whoever sees the sign up genius at the info table knows who's in those slots. I figure it'd just be helpful to have
Here's
that.
me, I will do my job.
No worries. I didn't touch the table at all. I just saw that there were some new numbers in there. So I just want to make sure I get the slots in. So right now the sign up genius is 95% done. But we're okay because we're not going to advertise that just yet. I did send out information to the HOAs and then sent out to mine, and then I completely put in the 20th through the 23rd because I guess I want it to be an extra day. So I had to resend out the email and be like, sorry, the dates are the 20th through the 22nd. I proofread it like 10 times and then I sent it out and I go, oh, let's see how it looks. Oh, wrong email or wrong date. So I see it after I send it to my entire neighborhoods. So you'll see
I
two
actually
emails.
like that. It makes everybody more human.
It's just like, I guess I like I said, I have the case of the Mondays.
Yeah.
So, but I did send the information out to the HOAs and just made sure I double check their contacts, and hopefully they'll send it out. And that is just for, hey, we're having Gold Rush, here's the dates and the correct dates. And then here's information for, how to get on our list, that the Sign Up Genius will be coming soon, for, and to make sure people attend and volunteer. So I'm hoping they'll reach more of the residents that way. So we'll see.
One comment I had on the, Melissa kind of made the comment, if we should decide how many people we want to be on the ground. People on the ground are moving ahead, pulling the trip bags out and tying them up. And then the trailer and the ATV comes along and picks them up. It's usually 2 or 3 people ahead of them pulling the bags out of the canister.
Yes, we have
And then
two.
there's 2 or 3 on the trailer.
We have 2 can and liners, and we have 2 on trailer for each time period. And we switched it from 3-hour time periods to 2-hour time periods instead.
That sounds good.
So that way, it's not too long of a job, or people could sign up multiple, but it was 3-hour time periods from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and now we changed it to 2. But we do have the slots when I get you the Sign Up Genius, you'll see the slots are, you'll have the trash master driver from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. because, one person's assigned that day. And then you have the trailer, we were calling it trailer trash, but I did not label it that. And then the garbage and liners. So that way we have basically 4 garbage volunteers and we can kind of play around with it.
Has everybody been down to the Gold Rush office?
No.
If not, after the meeting, we'll just take a quick tour downstairs so you can see what we talk about. This is where Carol comes in and have a lot of the supplies there and talk about that. Just kind of give you an idea of what the Gold Rush office is when we talk about it. So,
Yeah, I think Melissa will get the new vests and gloves and some other stuff that she got. I know she wants to put it in the Gold Rush office sometime too. So that was great that she was able to get that. And then I'll talk to you about when you go over, I don't know if you're going to talk about our preparation dates before
yeah,
Gold
we'll
Rush.
get to July and August timeline questions.
Yeah, so when you're ready, I'll talk about the Sign Up Genius at that point. So I think I'm pretty good, other than just please, when I do send out the link, it's only gonna be for our committee to see it for right now. If there's something really funky or something wrong, or I don't have enough slots, or I've had way the heck too many slots, whatever it is, please let me know, because I wanna make sure that I get it updated to the best of how it's supposed to be. Because right now, for me, Gold Rush is only on paper. I don't know how it all looks just yet, so.
Will we have a hard copy of that down at the information booth?
Yes, every morning before we start, I will print out a hard copy. That way it's the most recent sign up in case people swap around. And then we're also gonna have, my phone and Melissa's phone is gonna be connected to it, and I think she's gonna have an iPad or something. I'm not sure, but we're gonna have it on our phone, so that way, if there is something that doesn't match up or someone doesn't show up, then we can see on the Sign Up Genius. Right. And then also the print that I'm gonna have will have the person's, hopefully their cell phone number. so that if they are here, we need to pull them from one spot and have them help somewhere else, we can maybe call them. So I'll have where that information won't show up on for everybody else to see. That makes sense.
And maybe you've already considered this, but have you factored in any of like the younger people who are kind of, we mentor them a little bit, like, and I guess that when we sign people up, I think any kids that are like 10 to 12 to 13, they really can't do a whole lot, but this is a prime time to mentor them. Oftentimes they ride along in the golf cart with the ice. They help with the information booth. The trick is not to have too many. But if you really get kids that like to do it, I would encourage you to let them come and stay.
Yeah, and I think, I'm hoping a lot of those, the signups I don't think I've had anything. For the contact list, I did say if you're under 18, what is your age if you're under
Yeah.
18? But on that Google form, but on the Sign Up Genius, I don't think there's a spot, or at least that I've built, that says age on there, but I could add it.
I think, well, it isn't critical, but when we, National Night Out.
That's where I'm thinking we'll be able to
a lot of, we
say,
can,
oh, how old are you?
yeah, a lot of kids will say, well, I'm too young. And say, no, this would be a great time to start to learn. And that, sometimes that volunteering just follows all the way through. Then you end up writing letters of, recommendation form for jobs. This kid has worked for us 4 years as a volunteer for Gold Rush and yada, yada, yada. So I really encourage that. I mean, that's a win-win for our community if we can get these young kids tied in early.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And too, at the sign up, I'm gonna have a paper sign up too, because some people just want to come and write it down and not have
I
to,
do.
type anything in. So I'm happy to have whatever means to collect, their sign ups. So
Yeah, that's
I
great.
think we're,
Covered all your bases, hopefully.
I always feel like I'm missing something, so.
Will you let us know and we can ask people to sign up and stuff too? 'Cause I've had
Oh,
a
I'll be
few-
putting that out, yeah.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
I've had a couple neighbors say, I want to volunteer and help, and I don't know what to ask them.
Well, I talked with Nick Leamer in your neighborhood, as well as I sent the email to the Cedar Woodlands one general email for Paul Pinksley. And so I'm hoping he'll push that out to all the residents, because I asked, can you just send it to all of your residents in the HOA so that they know about the event and they know this and they get on the list. And then that way too, I'm hoping to resend that out once the signups start to go live. It'll come to the committee and we'll say, okay, we're live. And then it'll hopefully get pushed out to the HOAs too, which I'll re-push it to them.
Okay, do you have an estimated time
For what?
when we'll put those out? Like when I
At least they go next
get
week.
information to you?
No.
Maybe.
So there we go.
Does that help?
No, we don't get volunteers until you give me, no.
Yeah,
No, but I think when we go with Rylands, I have 2 dates I have in mind, and I just have to make sure Melissa's ready and the whole 9 yards. But I'm kind of hoping maybe by mid next week at the latest that we can push it globally, to everybody, computer terms. But I'm hoping this week we'll just have it for us. So internal only.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Good, I really appreciate that. It's really going to be a great way to get people's names and so easy to sign up to, so.
Yeah, and I have a 2-day reminder, not only does it say it confirms, it says thank you for signing up, and it tells you, but then 2 days before it'll remind you that you're doing it and when, so.
It's gonna be, what's really great about this is it's going to be easier next year and the year after too.
Yeah, because I'll have the database of contacts, yeah. So let's keep building on that.
Next time is t-shirts.
I'll just back up one little bit here. With regard to National Night Out, in the past, we've always worn our Gold Rush t-shirts. We want that visibility.
Talk about that later.
Okay, we got that down later. Okay, all right, I'll shush up then. All right, we have not ordered t-shirts. I don't know how many of you are aware, but Jeff King is not going to be here this year, so there will be no bartering. He has to have major surgery on his back and neck. So with that,
Jeff King, for everybody that has a big record display
right,
throughout
Yeah.
10, 12 lots.
yeah, and we've been able to barter like $1,200 worth of merchandise and different things. So we are not going to be able to barter this year. It's all going to be cash out of pocket. So my suggestion is to maybe curtail big orders of t-shirts. We need to buy some, but we just need to bear in mind how much we want to spend because it'll be all cash out of our pocket this year. T-shirts, small to extra large are $483, XXL are $807.
Carol, where did you get that from?
I've got it from Chris and Jeff King, the final bid that they gave me.
Okay, so just FYI, colors and sizes are almost impossible to find right now. Like to find an entire XS or extra small through extra large or double XL in one color is
Next to impossible.
almost impossible. So just FYI.
So what should we do then, you guys?
Do we have to have them?
And who wears them? Where do they go?
They're at the info booth. Well, we were gonna buy them for our volunteers this year as a thank you, right? We were thinking that, and then we sell them at our info booth, but
We have some t-shirts downstairs that we could give to our volunteers to wear if they want. I don't know, it's up to y'all.
To answer your question, there are general public come up and some people like buying t-shirts and stuff like
Right.
And is it like a logo that's redone every year or like it's the same logo that is?
The downtown.
So-
Do it differently in
Yeah, the
different
shirt
colors?
over here.
it's similar.
Oh, look at it, she's got all that.
But there's different ones. You will go downstairs and see them, but like the gold, these are
Oh,
the
fun.
race ones.
Right.
But I took this off of one of the old shirts that Ross Parker wears all over the place.
So good.
And I found it and I'm like, I want that on our race shirt. And then we were hoping to print them just to have as well to sell, because they do sell at the info booth.
Absolutely.
We just
love
don't
that.
have,
We probably should get these shirts ordered ASAP then if we're
Yeah.
running.
if we're going
If
to.
we're going to.
Can we just do more of the 5K shirts and just give those, instead of doing two separate orders, just do
We don't
one?
want to run logos on the back.
Right.
For those
Sponsors.
that we.
But we don't have
Sponsors.
to. I mean, if we
Right.
want to do, I could,
What are the unit price on those?
I haven't gotten one yet because we have spent the last week looking for a shirt in adults and kids that have all the sizes, and we have not succeeded. So I'm
Who are you
cutting out
working with?
extra small. Midwest Info or Midwest Sign Tech is who we've gotten with.
Our original-
We can use, and they just have all their logos, so it's so easy. 'Cause I don't-
Right. Our original bid was the same quality of shirt that you have for the 5K. That's what the prices are that I have quoted from Jeff.
Right, but it's,
Chris.
that shirt's not available.
So,
See, that was it Screenagers in Rochester? The silk screening place?
It's not like, it's like Gildan, like the
The
shirt.
Gildan, oh,
Doesn't
and those are
have-
such
there's-
nice ones too.
There's no shirts, like
Yeah.
it's not like the
It's a,
company
it's
doesn't
an
have them,
international
Yeah,
thing, it's a Nordic thing.
It's with all the wood,
So we'll get to that when we.
all
get
the
to
wood and the
5K.
computers
well, Jeff and Chris, I mean, they have multiple resources,
sitting over there somewhere.
sources that they could go to.
Right. So
Should I
we-
ask them what they have available?
No, I mean, I think we figured it out. I just haven't gotten the pricing back, because like Friday when I was getting ready for Ty's graduation party is when she sent me like, I think I found it.
Okay.
And then I got back to her today, so I haven't gotten the go ahead, but I'll get to that in the sheet. But just so you know, it's taken us a long time to find a color and sizes for everyone
So should we
in
just,
stock.
so we put everything on hold then with Jeff and Chris and maybe just work through? I don't know how many you have ordered or.
Couldn't we just order those and like keep it the same and just take the logos off the back and see if they'll give us a break on the less printing for the vendor shirts?
Well, and then we could also choose a different color. If we didn't care, if it wasn't like for one, this is for the race. This is for the race, we want it to be cohesive.
Right.
But if we're selling shirts,
Yeah, that
they
doesn't-
don't have to
that could
be the same.
mismatched, yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, preferably, probably.
So
Yeah,
it's up to you
that's a
guys.
variety.
I can work on that and see if you want to do that, or if you want to go through who you already are going through. I don't
Are
know.
they from Orinoco, the people that you're working with? I'm just thinking there's the new company, Ryan Fro with Wear Local in Rochester, who he just started and does screen shirts, and they just are like, I'm just wondering if it wouldn't be like a good
This is a vendor, so that's why they.
That's
always-
here, this is why you're working with.
Right. A vendor who's been here for like 20, 25 years.
Yeah.
But he, you know.
He said he won't be here this
he
year
won't be
because
here this
he's,
year, right.
and he's still willing to work with it or not.
Well, of course, he's willing to make the sales, but we just won't be bartering any money.
Sure.
Lots.
Just outright.
So having a
And we're
some
selling
sort
it
of
for
Trade, more of a
$10.
trade.
Yeah.
Did we decide on a retail price for the t-shirts?
So our racers can buy them for $12, but that's the racers, like to buy them ahead of time online. We offered that $12 price for the shirt. Nobody's bought any. We don't have any racers, but I think we were selling them for 15 at the booth.
We need to start going live. We need just to make some
Spoiler
reels. We need to
alert
get
for
this
item
going.
J on the
Okay.
agenda.
We need to do this.
All the things that you just said.
We need to have some
Yes.
fun. We need to get a blitz going.
Yeah.
Get some people signed up. for this.
Yeah. Agreed.
Sorry.
I just ordered it.
You can
Okay,
sign up
so
people
what
for
are
the
we
drive.
ordering?
Ice cream.
Okay.
Perfect.
Will they be here before next?
Are you feeling guilty
I think
about
we
that?
should
Thank
get
you.
like,
just laughing.
let's have, no, let's have in the shirts.
Downstairs.
How do you feel about
Downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the ones that you're
Yeah.
ordering would be better.
Or walking fast.
Walking, yeah.
Material,
Yeah.
they would fit correctly. So that's why I
Okay.
was looking forward to them, just
I
What
will-
do you
because.
I'm gonna
think,
follow
Carol?
up on
Should
that as well.
we take inventory of what we have downstairs first? That would help. I feel like last year what happened is we ran out of sizes that people wanted of the t-shirts we
And
have.
not only that, they're pretty trashy at this point. I mean,
What do you mean trashy?
Well, there's
Are
actually.
they old? Like, were
well,
they old?
they went through a flood, they were washed and refolded.
Oh.
When the
I didn't
downstairs,
expect that.
I didn't know
when the
that.
downstairs flooded, everything got
You said
wet.
they're slightly used.
They're used, they're
weathered.
vintage,
They're
they're
weathered.
weathered.
I think if we could get $5 a shirt, we'd
Flood
be
washed.
walking in tall cotton, to be honest.
We sell a lot, I think we got enough.
Pre-shrunk
We're
cotton.
t-shirt launching it during the race. You just,
I mean, that's why when
we're
I,
going out.
when we
Pre-washed,
give these
weathered.
shirts to, the kids to wear, whatever, I think it's fine, it's good visibility and, they
Well,
get
let's
dirty
do
anyway.
that then. Let's give our volunteers what we have.
Right.
Yes.
And then
Hurricane tested.
and then do we want to?
Let's get prices on you, because if we order in
Yes.
quantity, you always get the better
Yes.
price.
Yeah,
Agree.
so
Okay.
yeah, the higher quantity.
Okay.
And
I'll,
then if you hit a real dead end and the price isn't really competitive, then we will, she did quote me those prices of like anywhere from $483 to $807 on
I
the
know,
XXL.
there's a large range.
There's a
My
large
question is though, so because we're late and it's late, we'll have to make that move like right away. So we'll need to approve a certain amount of money.
Well, we just need to order
A second.
how many shirts and go for
I
it.
heard it.
Are we gonna order 75 shirts? Are we gonna order 50?
Well, but
Plus
then
the- plus the
again,
racers.
like the shirt,
We're gonna have to
the
order.
kind of
racers.
quality shirt, so I need, instead of how many shirts, I need a dollar amount. Do you know what I mean? How much are we able to spend? Like, we have so much money in the 5K account right now. Well, it's not technically in there yet, but there's quite a bit more coming that I'm comfortable that we'll be fine with the
I think you are too.
t-shirts, and we'll get to that, but if we want to add this on, how much more should we add? And does it come out of what budget?
I don't know.
Maybe we can do buy, sell, RV, just donate it and said, to whatever you need,
You said use it wherever you want to.
wherever you need to. Maybe we use that $200 to purchase these shirts.
Well, either that or did he want his logo on the back of your shirt? That's my thought.
Well, I would still put it on the back. Because it's no more, it's not like it adds extra money to add one more logo.
I don't know, if we could find a price point for a decent shirt, like $5-6, I would be happy with that. And then if we sold it for,
And you think like 75?
I don't know what Melissa's intention was, but there's a check in there for 500
Yeah.
from Bell Mortgage.
Yes,
So that's
that's
to go.
just, they just were that. And I'll talk about that. We're gonna put them on the bib. It's gonna have shirt and bib, so there's just a little bit extra.
All right, so do we have
Bell
a
Mortgage.
plan here on the t-shirts? Are you gonna send an email out with the proposal then?
Yeah, so I'll get in contact with them tomorrow about adding more shirts without logos,
75, maybe.
up to
What do
75.
you think, you guys?
Is there a date on the shirt? Is there a date that's not, right? No
No.
date? Oh, man, so then you could
Because we
They're
could, then we
evergreen.
can carry them over.
And that's,
see what the
that's-
price point is then.
that's the other thing, like, we still have these to sell, you know what I mean? Like, we could give these to our volunteers from last year too.
Those are really nice
Or,
shirts.
yeah, so there's not a ton and there's not many options for sizes, but.
Would it say 5K or you'd have to modify the front too?
Yeah, I would take the 5K off. Well, yeah, you're right.
What does it, yeah, what does the logo add?
This one just says 5K, so I think I would just have them take the 5K off.
Yeah.
Gold Rush Days.
Yeah.
Is that a G or a C? It is a G, right? Gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm,
Well, if we could get 75 shirts for $5, it'd only be $375. So anything under $500,
I think that's great.
spend on shirts
Yeah,
maybe.
actually.
Should we vote on that?
That's great.
Yeah, would like to make a motion.
I'll make a motion that we spend up to $500 on Gold Rush t-shirts.
I'll second it.
Mhm.
Christine?
Yes. I think it's a great idea.
What sizes did we run out of last year? The
Medium and large.
medium, large. And we did just come out of COVID, so we'd be large and extra large. I'm just saying.
So right now, we're looking at just the gray color. We're looking
It's gonna be a surprise.
Whatever we can
No,
get.
I loved that
at, we don't need to
Gold
decide.
would be so fun.
we've done gold. Well,
That'd be so fun.
we've done it and it's, well, yeah, we could totally do it. We've done, so for these, we've done gold, we've done gray. This year we're doing red, fingers crossed. We had talked about doing this lighter blue because it was really popular. Like we had some old ones that were at the info booth last year and they were really popular for whatever reason. Or 2 years ago.
Yeah, the powder blue, or
Yes.
in between powder blue and
It was
aqua.
blue and, like
So
blue
good.
and black and it was like really popular. So we were thinking of that and I guess
Anything but pink.
I'll just do what I
Whatever they have.
Do whatever
can.
you gotta do, yep.
Yeah,
Good.
Okay, so we made did we approve it? Sorry, I have to vote. We have to
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
I,
Opposed?
vote.
approved.
You did.
Super.
you did the motion and the additional discussion.
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right. Donations, advertising, total collected. Dana, you gonna give some, besides the t-shirts? Except for
Well,
the
this
donation.
isn't, yeah, no, that's not two different t-shirts. Okay, so up to this point for donations, from what you told me tonight, Ryland, is that we should have about $2,600. That is not 26, that's not 26 sponsors because of the $500. Okay, so that is
And who is that from?
Bell Mortgage.
Belmore?
Yeah, Jason, Griggs, Melissa. Melissa just was like, give me your money, and everybody did, so. It's amazing. And,
I could probably get a little more too, so.
well, yeah, we're good with the 5K. I'm worried we're gonna run out of space. So anyway, really good job, you guys. Love it. Super excited about how many sponsors we have. If you haven't filled in the Google Doc, you probably don't have that. But if you haven't filled it in with the size t-shirts, because we give all of our sponsors a t-shirt and we ask what size they want. So if you haven't done that, do that for me so that will help me when I order t-shirts. So total collected versus total that we have, I don't know. What have you collected? It's in the, because what did we have for hold? What was held back?
Let's see, we have 16. I think we have about 2,100.
We're missing 300 from my people.
And I'm missing stuff too yet. I think I'm missing at least 200.
You guys can just sponsor all the Gold Rush this year.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a nice chunk. We'll be able to do some fun stuff. So that comes to my next. So this is where Ryland, I should have paid more attention when you asked about the agenda, approving the agenda, but this is what I wanted to talk about is doing some Facebook advertising for the 5K. kind of like we're doing for the Gold Rush. So I'm hoping to use some of this money to get the word out, because right now we have a very sad total of 14 runners registered.
Is that
And
way behind last year?
you know, it is, and I contacted the race company and they said everyone is signing up the month of this year because of just everything that's happened. So it's common that we're in where we're at, but she suggested, you know, really getting a social media blast out there and then emailing past racers. We have their stuff, so we'll do that. Let's see.
Are there any races that we could go to and hand out stuff?
I was just gonna ask the same thing, yeah.
You guys, this is my issue. I'm not a runner. I don't follow
I don't
running
either.
things. And so, oh, I'm sure there are, but I'm not going to them, so I wouldn't know. And my friends who run do stupid things like 50-mile runs in Colorado, almost die. So they don't even do 5Ks. They're doing this one, but you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't know.
We have like posters or things that we could like put up,
Yeah,
like
so
posters like
I-
at local businesses
She's got
and.
some really nice.
Okay,
Yeah, so we
awesome.
have all that, and I'll give you, yeah,
Awesome.
I'll give you that, and if you guys have any more, you know, if you're members of a gym.
Yeah.
Or if you have any ideas where else you can put them, go for it, take a stack and go for it.
Okay,
I have them in a box over here, as well as Gold Rush posters and Gold Rush, postcards.
so this
So,
says the sign up register now, okay, perfect.
the other thing that we do, I made a sign, 4 signs last year or 2 years ago, and they're like the yard signs, and I'll put those up usually a month ahead of time, and so I'll put it up, last year we put it up at Casey's, 2 years ago, Gas and Go. I think I'll put it up in front of City Hall. I think where I put it last time was the post office, but I don't know if CJ's gone now, so I don't know what they'll allow there anymore. And then on the off ramp or on ramp, where people always put stuff like the 5K ribbon, you know, the Pine Island one was there for a while.
That's
So
on point. Right?
I only have 4. I mean, I could order more.
Back to the races.
Yeah.
So there, I don't have little kids anymore, but the all-comers track meets,
Tuesday nights, huh?
there's only 2 left, the 13th and the 20th. So that's at Soldiers Field, and it's for kids 2 to 15. But I guess and up, but it's the all-comers track meet.
Okay.
And it's super fun. If you have kids, you bring them there and they have all these little races. It'd be a great place to have a little spot to hand your stuff out, or just run into people that you know, especially if you have younger kids.
Because we do have, so this year for the first time, we are having a kids K, so it's just a
Yeah.
quick little loop up and down Minnesota Avenue. You go
But these
back.
are probably people, if they're taking their kids there, they're
They're
totally into
runners,
running.
yeah.
They
Oh
love
my God.
it.
She gonna have to kill somebody.
You scared us, Cory.
You're like the Oz.
Is this something that can be put on the chamber sites, on the Pine Island,
So,
Rochester chamber
And the
sites?
other
It has
question,
been.
did
And
you-
they've passed out all our information at their events.
Okay, perfect.
but we're not on the Rochester Running Club calendar.
Okay, I don't know, you guys, what it takes. If someone would be willing to try to do that, because I have tried that multiple times and have been in communication with the person and they said it there.
Even like to get into like Terra Local too, like the
Yeah.
running
Yeah, that's
shoes and like shields too, to have something there would be.
Yeah.
And last year, Terra Loco did give us gift cards. We asked way earlier, or 2 years ago, we asked way earlier though. And I think, I don't remember who had taken that one. Nobody took that one this year. Shields said no. Shields always says no.
I did send the form in a couple weeks ago, but I hadn't heard.
Yeah, nobody, I don't have anybody signed up to take Terra Loco, but even if we just got our information there,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
what would be like a goal for a number for runners that would like, I mean, I have no idea. I've
So
never.
we've had, like, the last year we had 100, the last time we had it, so above, I always, each year we've gotten more. We've only had it, this will only be our third time.
Okay.
So, we just,
It's really impressive though. It's
I would
really,
say
it's a
40
great
people
show.
signed up that
Yeah.
morning. Exactly, it is
Oh,
a
that's
huge
great.
amount that sign up that morning, like, and right up before, so I'm not feeling too panicky yet, but I really was hoping we'd have,
Oh, wait,
Right
here
now.
it is. It's just not on their thing. It's on here.
it is, okay. Thank you, because I was like,
So we don't have an 8.5 minute 5K. Just these here.
just those, because people tend to like, well, like you get, people do take pictures of them, but that has information and you can grab it, take it with you. So I do need to get them out at, like I've scattered them downtown, but I think Casey's and Gas and Go, I don't have them there.
Out to Casey's, Gas and Go and Shields.
I'm happy to stop into Terra Local or
That'd be awesome.
and go to the rack too, so I can get.
Yeah, I was gonna
the
ask
rack.
if you had anything with the rack, because, if you had any good.
Must have a bulletin board.
experience. They have a lot of bulletin boards, but I don't know where they allow outside of rack items. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to think.
Tilly's, is it Tilly's?
We have
I mean, I get some runners from Tilly's.
stuff there. I believe Melissa hit that.
And the new like southwest, southeast like winery,
Brewery.
that would be a great place to
Good idea.
get some over there. I'll just take some. Is this what we're putting out?
Yeah.
Here?
Yep, and I have a bunch
I'm
more.
gonna take these. They're
You're at the
so-
farmer's market on the weekend. Or do you want to go to the farmer's market?
The Rochester one or the, yeah.
Rochester.
I can't. I have some. But I don't, do they have an info table? I don't think they have an info
Probably
table.
just stand around and make people take some flyers.
So,
Like a runner, here you go.
You look
So what
like
do you
a
think
runner.
of your advertising outside of?
Yes, so I need, if we're okay with me spending some money on Facebook to blast it out. I think that would be helpful,
What do you think?
because then you can target. So I'd say at least 250. of
That would be
them.
out of the 5K budget.
Yeah, because we have to, we have a lot. I'm sure it'll cover a lot.
So I make a motion to spend $200 for Facebook advertising,
Second,
5K.
second.
I snuck in a 3 instead of a 2.
That'd be
I'm not approved.
well worth the time and effort.
I think we should have some runners at the national night
Never
out
know.
too.
Even the people that come to the show may say, hey, I'm gonna do 5K too.
For what?
I said, even all the people that are wanting to go down, Facebook.
That happened last, and that's why I think we got so many registers. that night.
Sweatbands.
We're actually taking we're gonna be registering people. Carol, do you think, Christina, we needed to talk about this too. Do you think that during the 5K, or during the weekend, at the info booth, we are gonna have people registering, right, during that whole weekend? Do we need an extra person, or do you think that person there,
That's what
people there can handle it?
I was waiting for an answer.
I was
to that.
thinking the people there can handle
I think if they're trained well enough, they can do it.
it. Like I can buzz over and teach you,
But
or,
if you have, do they
there
have to
should
do
be a
that with a
design-
computer?
and we'll have the hotspot.
There's got to be somebody designated, I think, Christine.
Yeah, because that's what I have it earmarked as
A dedicated
finding out
person.
what, if you were gonna have an early registration or not.
Yes.
That was
the
what I was
whole
still waiting on.
weekend.
Okay.
That was something people really wanted.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So would it be Friday and Saturday? And is it a certain designated times or just all
The
day?
whole
or-
time of the show.
Okay, so then I'll just have an extra spot in the info booth. Is it something that we want someone to sign? It's just covered by our committee, probably, most likely for registration.
I think it'll be, I think anybody can do it. It's so easy. You did it. You and Malachi learned.
I
to
did
do
it, so anybody can.
No, I just wanna make sure that I know.
You know, you were in like, It's
Okay,
really
How many
so
people do you have at the
raise-
information group?
I don't have the Google, right now I have 2 people per shift.
Right.
For 2-hour shifts.
A lot of times they just sit there, so.
I know, as long
I
as
think
they're
it's-
trained in, I think they're
I think
fine.
it's
They
okay.
just need to
And
be
you
told
could,
what to
the
do.
next person can train on the next. You
So
know,
I'll just say race check-in.
Yeah, just have directions there, even just a.
So do I want to make one more slot for that
I
or
don't
just
think
leave it the
so.
2
No,
people?
leave
And then, so that's what we'll do is we'll just have info booth. And then we'll just, it'll be other duties as assigned for whoever's there.
Okay, sorry, we never voted on that. I didn't.
Race check-in.
That's where a younger person can even help.
Any
that
other
third person
comments?
very good.
If not, all those
They're
in
really good
favor
at
of the-
handling.
spending the $250 for Facebook 5K, signify by saying aye.
Hi.
Opposed?
Okay, I'm not done. Sorry, guys. I want, because we do have so many great donations this year, a couple things, like you heard me say, the Bell Mortgage is gonna be on the, Bell Mortgage and our logo is gonna be on the bib this year, because it costs the same as just using their bib. So I'm like, yeah, throw our logo on and then the Bell Mortgage one, because they donated so much. I'm gonna do, I wanted to buy, little kids medals just from Amazon, $25. Every kid that runs gets a medal. There's 100 of them. We'll throw them in a box, get them next year, whatever. And then also freezies again. So yeah, I want to buy freezies and medals for the little kids. For the adults, I'm getting a medal printed up. And it'll say on the back, downtown Orono Gold Rush 5K 2021, first place. And then the like they'll get it for their category. And then we'll have one for the overall winner of the male and female. And it was $45. So, and I just bought it. I just did that today. So I'll just send you a reimbursement, but you guys don't mind me spending like that. And then the 25, it was like $25, I think, for the kids medals. Or it might have been 29.
You just need a budget for operational expenses. And not
I know,
have-
that's kind of what,
And not having to jump through all
Yeah.
of this stuff.
Yeah,
You
it's
just-
just an item line for all
Yeah.
your expenses.
I mean, it's kind of like with me for advertising, you get a set amount and you say, you need it.
As a committee, but if it's under a specific amount, should we need approval on it? We have to approve these purchases to be reimbursed or what?
Both kind of help track how you're spending your money too.
So
For
we
next
need,
year.
so we need to approve the freezies, the kids medal and the adult medals.
should we just do like $100?
Yeah, up
Those-
to 150 or something,
Make a
whatever,
motion.
yeah.
do a line.
So let's
$100 for 5K.
awards and treats. Okay, so I will. What's your
Is there a
question?
price for the first place? Was there?
Overall, last year we gave a gift card and it was donated. So I had a medal made this year. I don't know, what do you guys all think? Do
People
people want,
wanted the medal.
people wanted
No.
medals?
That sounds good.
Okay, so I'll make a motion that we approve up to $150 for Gold Rush 5K awards and treats for the kids.
I'll second that. Was that 150 cents?
That's her motion.
Any other comments? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. It's approved. Okay, anything else? Okay,
Well, if we're gonna do that, we might as well do the t-shirt. How much I can spend on the 5K t-shirts then too. Because I don't know with this new shirt and us trying to figure it out.
How much did we spend on the 2018?
It was like 1,400. But maybe that was the other year.
Yeah, that was the other year. So this, we spent about $1,000 the year before. But we are getting more shirts this year because they're kids, but I don't think they're gonna be the same quality.
They're
So
probably gonna be the same price.
they probably are gonna be the same price. And I just don't have a quote because we haven't found a shirt.
So would 1,500 cut it?
I think so. I mean, I'm not ordering more adult shirts. I'm ordering more. I'm still ordering the same amount.
Right now.
Right. But yeah, for the kids. And I could tell her, hey, this is my budget. Can we do that? You know what I mean? When I talk to her tomorrow, because we're gonna be hopefully talking tomorrow.
Okay, so I'll move that Dana has up to $1,500 to spend on race shirts.
Second.
From
Lizzie?
donations.
From the donations. I will amend that.
Who's second?
I will second that with you. Lizzie.
All right.
Okay. And that should be all.
We talked about color.
Sure. Do whatever color you can. The grab bag.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Alright.
Opposed?
I did think about that, having just rainbow, like, it's a random, here's a random color shirt.
Neon yellow, highlighter yellow seems to be a,
It's probably gone. I'm sure that's where they out, all the neon ones. I don't even think they were options.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Let's just quick move on before she changes her mind.
Okay, car show.
Corey left us by now, probably.
Corey, do you want to give us an update? Have you, see, we got a couple registrations have come in.
Yeah, it's been pretty slow. Of the 60 emails I sent out, I've only gotten 5 responses. And the ones that were registered in 2019 and filled out the form, I can't even read their email. So I have no way of getting a hold of them. I have bad penmanship, but theirs is horrible. I can't even read it. And I've only had 2 people pay. I do have 3 volunteers that are going to help traffic flow and direct the cars to their parking areas.
Good.
Let's see, what else could I tell you? Oh, I got the 3 trophies on order, and they should be here in 3 weeks. That's really all I got, I guess.
Corey, do you have the volunteers ready? Because Melissa had me put 3 spots for traffic direction, parking lot attendants.
Well,
One,
that is a good question. I have not personally talked to Mel, but she texted me about 2 weeks ago and said, how many would you like? And I said 3. I know
Okay.
her son is 1, so we got 1 for sure. And I was under the impression she was going to line up 2 more.
yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure because I did build that for people to sign up to do it. And she told me this
Okay.
on the time period to have them sign up. So I did build that. I just wasn't sure if you already had someone that had already said they wanted to. I'd put their name in there for you, but I just want to make sure.
No, yeah, and apparently Mel is on vacation tonight and I haven't talked to her, and I need to touch bases with her again. But other than that, I really don't have anything, Ryland. Anything new on the outlot or anything there as far as you're concerned?
But there's a couple of things on the agenda. One is, and Carol and I have been talking about the lot that's in front of the Lions tent, the B lot, we refer to it as. I've taken those vendors and maybe putting them some other place. I don't know. Carol, can you comment on
Yeah.
wanting to do that?
What I was thinking, Corey, is if I really have slim pickings in that lot, it would be nice to fill it up with some of that overflow, so you really fill it in nice rather than moving it back on that other property. But I think that's probably a decision we'll be making the first part of August to finalize it. But how do you feel about having some of the cars on that part?
Oh, I think that'd be wonderful. Sure. Yeah.
The other thing that I've done is when I talked with Marcy, she said one of the concerns that many of the people at the car show had was they wanted some food. Because they didn't want to leave their cars and it was too far to walk down to the food vendor. So the VFW is going to be doing, offering some food for the people who are bringing in cars. We'll have hot dogs, hamburgers, maybe just hamburgers, whatever, but, or hot dogs, but there'll be some type of food up there, and then they can get a beverage in the Lions tent, and they will also offer non-alcoholic beverages, the VFW, and they, will probably have a small tent set up there, and we might use that utility pole that has some electricity, because I think it'll be activated anyway because of the Lions.
That's
Jeff
wonderful.
used it before.
Yeah.
Corey, I'll get that information put on Facebook.
Wonderful. And if anybody wants to, yeah, still register, I guess now it looks like I'm just gonna open it up for 65 and
How
we'll
would you,
take them in.
do you want to give are you registering?
I'm giving my money.
Corey's registering. What are you
Giving my
Thank
money.
you.
$5, can you see it?
Yep.
For yourself, Cory? I mean, Lori?
Well, for my father-in-law.
Okay.
Say,
I thought I was sneaking him in, like,
And his name is,
Wayne.
what's his last name?
Know that.
say
No.
Lori.
Yes.
What was your father-in-law's name again? So I can make sure I get the spelling right and everything?
Wayne, D-U-A-N.
I'm sorry, come again?
Wayne, D-U-A-N-E. I can email it to you also.
Okay, I got him on the list, but I didn't know if I had it right. And now you're paid, I'll mark that. That's wonderful.
I
Just-
told I had the in and I could get him in, and now it's
Yeah.
opened up, so I'm not telling him.
Yes, yeah.
So Corey, how would you like me to advertise? Would you like your email? Because what I'll do is I'll put it on the website and on the Facebook. Is it okay to put your email on there?
Yep, absolutely. Yep. You got TC Repair 20@gmail.com.
Yeah, is that what we've been emailing you for with Gold
Yep.
Rush? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And Lori, thank you. Just curious, is your father-in-law a local guy or from out of town?
Yeah, he's local.
Yeah, good. And he wasn't involved in 2019?
No.
Ah, well, that's great. That's good to hear, yeah.
And I can tell him to spread the word to his car show friends.
Yeah, there's a couple upcoming car shows and I'll be attending myself. In fact, Wednesday, there's one at the Bern Pizza Fest they have in Bern, Minnesota. And they have a classic car show at the same time and live music. So I'll be handing some flyers out at that too. And like I said, Ryland, we're gonna take first come, first serve and, you know,
And what did we decide on? 65? Up to 65 cars?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can send Eloise in her vintage cozy coupe.
yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
So the other thing we thought about doing was this on Friday and maybe Saturday morning too, is just to, we've got these huge sandwich boards that we have in the trailer that we can put poster boards on. And we could put one up in the lot, just to advertise to those people and for their Friday and Saturday morning or Thursday. They set up about a car show Saturday afternoon from 2 to 5.
Hey, Corey, do you want to bring
Yes.
you should have your cool car up there already.
And bring a car too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drive that into town every day?
He's probably gonna say the same thing.
You don't want,
The only thing is leaving a car there without somebody watching it.
right.
Well, that's not a problem, but we do like to participate in the little parade, cruise down Broadway, so to speak.
Yeah, no,
But,
that.
Yeah, you could take it home, or
take
not,
out
you
the
would,
boot or whatever.
maybe not even on Sunday have it at all, but Friday and Saturday have it there. Or
Yeah.
somebody have,
Nothing on Sunday, yeah.
and then you wouldn't have, or no, Friday, or just Friday,
Friday and Saturday till noon, pick it up, well,
yeah. That'd be fun.
so we thought that'd help advertise at least for the people there Friday and come back if they really would like to see a car show and just kind of keep it in front of everybody.
Sure, yeah.
You can decide about whether or not you want to bring your car in on Friday or Saturday or watch the weather or see what's going on.
Absolutely, sure.
Okay, let's keep that in mind, and we can touch base again at our August meeting too.
Very good.
I think that's all we had. Appreciate you spread the word out when you go to those other car shows too, so,
Absolutely, yeah.
okay. Back to advertising. Anything else there we need to touch base on now?
No, that was just a misunderstanding, but did you want to talk, Carol, about that, or about, did you want to talk about this for the,
2022?
well, we'll worry about that after the
I
show,
was gonna say,
but
yeah.
did you have anything to say about you were talking about the newspaper, or did you have nothing extra to add?
No,
Okay.
we're just going to be doing that, running that coupon ad. I sent you a copy of it. We got that updated. We're just going to start to utilize it.
Does the advertisement say something about the 5K and the car show and stuff, or is it just about the
You know
show?
what? Let me see. There's an awful lot of stuff on there, so I'm guessing it might not have all that on there, but let me go look and see.
So the car show starts at the parade starts at 1:30.
1:30, they use gas and go. Between 1:30 and 2, they come into the parking lot.
And then the actual like parked
2
time is 2 to 5.
Park.
Okay, because Melissa said that she just needs the volunteers from 1:50 to 2:30, but I think it should be longer because we want we want the attendants to be in the parking lot, just kind of
It should be
walking
there
around.
at 2, so.
So I'll see about getting in there and having them there a little longer, just because we want someone in those lots, just kind of walking around with the cars.
The owners stay with the cars. so
Oh, okay.
I don't think you need volunteers.
So then that's why she did that. Okay, I'm sorry, I just want to make sure logistically.
Yeah, no, there'll be enough guys attending their own vehicles. That won't be a problem.
Okay, thank you, good. Now I know how it works, then I just wanted to make sure I had it right with the.
No,
parking.
yep, that's fine. That's good.
I don't have any room on that, so there's no 5K on there and there's no car show.
But has it gone to advertising yet?
No, not, but look how
This is
much
the
is in
truth.
there.
Sorry.
Well, but you could change,
I don't know if that's on.
yeah. Oh, that looks
Something,
at me.
Yeah, I mean, there's dates, not color. It came back, but you know, if we get too much on it, people don't read it either, you know, but we could certainly pull some of it off.
We should think about it. That's a good idea. Whoever came up with that idea.
Camper host?
No,
So,
no,
What is the camper host?
I have bad
So-
news.
No.
They don't have any campers.
Oh,
There's hundreds
Oh.
over there. Maybe not the right one.
they must be spoken for or something, or what? It's weird.
They don't have, yeah, he's like, we don't have anything that we could, like,
Y'all can sign it, or what, why would they?
I didn't.
So
I
Roanoke
didn't
Park,
say
we
you
have-
What
don't,
about that one?
yeah.
Yeah, people just stay over there and camp.
Coronado Park
Yeah,
over here.
the camping like that. We charge $25 a night, and we have some 8 parking spots, but we kind of park around the loop where they can find a place to park. And we just need somebody to kind of watch that area, be there, stay during the night,
Mhm.
kind of be just the overseer of everything and make sure nothing goes awry and that type of thing. We did have somebody lined up.
well, I had the ask out there. And then the guy went on paternity leave and then came back and he said no. So,
Can we try Camping World or any of the other places that are, I know you tried, was it Hilltop or was it? I was wondering if we could go next door.
And we're just looking for a camper for a host to stay in to be able
Or
to stay out
someone that
there for
has
the
their
night.
own
Somebody that has
Or
their
someone.
own or
yeah,
wants to
in
camp.
the past,
We
Yeah.
pay them a little bit.
yeah,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, between $300, $100 a night. Stay there.
I mean,
So
we
we paid in
haven't
the
put it, we haven't advertised it, we haven't put it out.
No, we
No.
haven't yet. So
We thought, yeah, so we could do that. That could be our
Yeah.
first, unless, Kristen, unless you have somebody in mind.
I mean,
All right, get-
I know who will do it for years on out from here, but they're not available this year. So,
well, yeah, whatever you want to get for advertisement out, we can obviously stick it onto the citizens page too. We can throw it onto our Cedar Woodland. I can get it to the HOAs now, you know, whatever you want me to push it as far as I can push it.
Yeah.
Then I'm happy to help out too, get the word out that way.
I don't think we need to advertise the $300, but have a
No,
contact.
just, we're looking for the, you know, more information, contacts.
I'm wondering if the cans would do it, you know, like they're right on the corner right over here and they have a camper anyway. And being that everything is like right in front of their house, they may say, this is a great idea for me to not drive through that. And I wonder if they would love staying out
Yeah,
there.
there's several people that have the same thought.
Yeah. I'll ask Nicole.
Yeah,
I'll ask
Okay.
Nicole and just see maybe they would do it.
Determined.
I can bike over there.
as long as it's Thursday. Because vendors start coming in Thursday noon, so they're setting up anytime after Thursday noon through Sunday. when people leave.
And they just have to be there at night. It's not the whole time. Or is it like they don't leave there?
No, they can leave, it's just periodically, we like to kind of come and go, not just, we don't want them to leave from sunset to sundown, but just kind of periodically check the
Okay,
bathroom, just make sure it's not being torn up, that type of thing. Just that presence of somebody there.
Park monitor.
see anything, or if I,
Is there a better way of explaining that?
I've never really understood it.
I get the nighttime thing. I think the hard part is telling them like, we want you to be there all day or like most of the day. Cause I feel like the people aren't there during the day. So I feel like that's kind of,
We have cleaning crews that goes over to the shower, they clean.
I feel like they shouldn't have to be there during the day, honestly.
I know it's not, definitely the nighttime for sure,
Yeah.
just being there, making that presence.
I wonder if that would even be like a volunteer during the day and then the host at night, if that would be like something, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's true too. Somebody could cruise on over it with a golf cart and just make a run through to make sure everything's looking okay.
That's just part of like one of the volunteers' jobs during the day and then the host would be there.
If we put the comment out to the committee members, hey, once in a while, just take a swing through the,
Right.
on your golf cart,
We can do
through the campground, I think that's enough to just, that's fine. Just emphasize the evening for sure, and
Okay,
Do you two then want to communicate if your contacts don't work out, then Christine can blast it out? Does that
Yeah.
work?
Well, I'll just make sure I get the correct description and stuff too.
Just say looking for a campground host for Gold Rush weekend.
Orinoco
And I'll have the right
We
dates on
should get
it.
you like, we could get you like a super pretty picture of Orinoco Park.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're the picture
I
guru,
think I haven't, I
so.
think I have some good pictures of when I was there last.
Well, I started making an advertisement and I got like one of those cutesy, like I just grabbed a picture off that's got like, you know, the nice trees with the little orange tent, you know, and you know, one of those that you'd see like as a background to a template.
Mhm.
I downloaded a couple of those already, but to make it look majestic, but, and then we didn't go any farther with it. So I started an advertisement for it, but I hadn't really
Yeah.
gone any farther.
in the past too, we've had them set their trailer up close to where the bathrooms are at.
okay.
I think there's electrical outlets there.
Prime
I was gonna say, is
Prime
it electrical
location.
hookup, but no, I mean, no sewer,
No
obviously.
sewer, no water. Typically, the camping is rough. There is an outlet there. but we'll let the campers go.
It's rustic. Get a rustic experience. Don't go far from home for a rustic experience.
And they're for vendors. The vendors are the ones that are staying there.
Typically, it's $25 a night. That's really open. but that's-
Oh, it's open to anyone.
Right.
I see. Okay. So we don't really know
And
what,
the vendors, we've been doing this for
Coming
years, so they're aware of it.
and then if anything does go awry, who do they call?
Sure.
The sheriff.
We have a dispatch number.
Got it.
Give that to you or to them. And they're on patrol too, from till 10
Timberlake,
o'clock
they're
at night. I
probably
think, so. They kind of swing through there. So
Very good. Okay.
Do they have to
they
have
don't
a
have to pay the
camper?
$25 a night either.
Yeah.
Could they just have a big old tent and set up a, could they just set up a big tent? They have to have a camper?
should say campground host, not camper.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was gonna be a camp
Yeah.
host or something, a
It's a
campground,
possibility,
yeah.
never had anybody set a tent up, but that's no why you couldn't. There's people.
I mean, right. Set up a fish house, yurt, never. I mean, what.
My friend's got one of those campers that go on top of his Jeep.
Yes, they're the best.
Super, appreciate you looking at that.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, yeah.
next item, anything else?
No,
Sorry.
Next item is a July, August timeline. I sent those sheets out.
yeah, that's great.
Super detailed.
Anybody have a copy, everybody have a
Yes.
copy of those?
Yeah, I have one
This,
here.
wait,
Yeah. Email, the dates.
The
this is
dates-
not the right one.
Not right.
I don't think they're here.
Oh, the dates of everything. I've got it if you need to read off of it, Ryland.
I did not, sorry about that.
This is not correct. What's that one? I don't think I have the one with all the lines.
This is task assignments?
This is an email I sent out with all
Oh,
the
yeah,
dates,
I got that one.
commitments.
Yeah,
That was useful. It
I
came
got
last
it.
week around Wednesday.
It came with the agenda, didn't it?
no, it came earlier than that because it was before, it came before July 1st because that's when Melissa and Joanne and I met and we printed this off. And
Oh, there it is. Oh, wait.
that's when I made the slots for it. If you, I've got it here.
Oh, you're right, it came on the,
Oh, on the 30th. It's on the top of my printout. I don't know if I have this.
So there's an email on the 30th at 9:30 in the morning. It had the dates of July 22nd, July 29th, are kind of the two kickoff dates for marking the lot corners. If we finish on the 22nd, the fallback is the 29th, and I know there's
Nope,
Christine
that was
and Melissa, no, Christine and somebody are gone on the 29th.
I'm gone on the 29th, yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So-
I responded when I'm not here.
Yeah,
Now, you're
so,
in California and you're on vacation.
yeah, so basically what we discussed when we met with Joanne and Melissa and myself and you, we talked about it'd be better for especially Ryland, but the whole committee to know who's going to be here. I mean, it's the request, right, that everybody be here, but if they can't, it'd be nice to know who isn't, so that way maybe we could solicit for help outside the committee for certain duties. And so I put together, right, from Ryland's email, I put together on the Sign Up Genius time slots. And then I have like a big thing that says Dogger Committee, sign up here. And so when I push that email out to you guys, if you could just sign up when you're gonna be here and sign up for those slots, then we'll know if we have a couple slots that we might need to ask for volunteers from. Because I also built in 4 slots underneath each area, just as a placeholder for that. And then once we're all signed up, I'll lock those committee sign-up spots down and then see if we can solicit extra help, especially for like striping, which I pronounced that correctly this time. And other things, I was calling it striping. So basically,
Whatever you want to do, Christine.
because how many people do we need for stripping? Well, I like,
I mean.
I just been done putting
That's what
strips
makes
of
it
paint.
volunteers,
That's
I
where
guess.
my mind was. But yeah, so, but no, so sorry, I didn't mean to hijack you there, Ryland, but I just wanted to say, just to give you guys an idea that I've opened up the slots with 12 openings, because I think that's how many committee members we have, if I'm remembering correctly. I just opened up the slots. If you guys can put your names in there when you're available, then we'll have a really good view between now and next week, Wednesday. Wednesday's my goal, to get it out to the public, of who can help on those nights and where we might need some extra help. And if husbands can help, family members, extended family, teens, whatever,
Yeah.
put them in there too. You know, even if it's under, you know, wherever I already built in the spots for extra volunteers. So if there's someone you can bring a buddy with you, then put them in there too, because
That's on the sign up Genius, you put in
I
what
put in
those
all
are.
everything except for the only thing I may have built it, but I don't know if I put it for the whole committee, which was, we had something where it was just you and somebody else. Well, I didn't put the sentence to serve.
Do that's not,
I didn't put any of those in there.
the 17th is,
Riley, Corey, and
needed.
Jim helped the Pepsi banners and sail flags. I don't think I made an event for that.
yeah, that's, you don't need that.
So I didn't do that. And I did do the 11 o'clock meeting on Thursday at the information booth for all of us committee members. So that way it sends us a reminder that we need to be there that day to kind of meet up and know what's going on. Even though I know you guys all know what's going on, us newbies might not remember that 11 o'clock we need to be there. So I did put that in as a time slot too, because Rylan had it on here as.
Thursday, on the 19th, I have an 8 a.m., so we have a meeting at 11,
Yes,
but there are things that we need
I
to
have
make
the
sure are in place.
yes, I have the 18th on there as well. 8 a.m. to, I think I said 8 a.m. to, I think I put 10:30 or something, or 11.
18th and 16th, the 19th is 8 a.m. I misspoke.
Yes, so I do have all of that from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on August 18th for the place flags. I think I put a 2-hour time period on most of your items, Ryland, just to have a beginning and an ending, even though they might take longer. But I built them exactly how you had them, and then I just included enough with little asterisks for where we sign up. And then I built in 4 slots for residents, and I can adjust that before next Wednesday to see where we might, I'll maybe talk to you beforehand and you can say, you know what, okay, we've got this many committee members, but I really need maybe like 6 more people. I can pop that in.
Yeah, we're plenty early for this, well, that's
Yes,
fine. too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I wanted to at least get this to the committee before our first date of July 22nd. So then we could see, and then if there's something before that, if you need somebody to come in before July 22nd, I can try to get it out to the public for that earlier too, so.
Super, right, so, along the marking, I've got 1 metal detector.
Ooh.
I picked up at Harbor Freight for $80.
I think Geisy's have a metal detector.
What's that?
I think our neighbors have a metal detector. Geisy's. I feel like I saw one in their house one day.
Oh, there's another one, and we can purchase another one too, but if anybody has one. Maybe not. The $40 one I bought first didn't work, so I got the next one up and that worked. But I was looking for it. So there's some of the city lots, we have a metal plate by the white blocks.
Some of them. It better be all of them.
So the ones that are not city property, like the Gray Schuster Church rental lot,
Okay.
I put spikes in,
Okay,
right beside the white block.
okay.
So, but the $40 one didn't pick those up, but the $80 one does.
Oh,
So
funny.
Were we talking about geotagging all these sites?
It wasn't close enough because you have to be on
the
the
money to buy something
stupid
like that.
tiny square. So when you look for anything, it's like not that small of a. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like, oh, you're close, but that doesn't help when you're stabbing the ground. Can you tell I have issues?
So between that and,
That process.
I mean, they're all, and I'll have sheets for us identifying, because some of them are 15 by 15, some are 15 by 20, some are 10 by 20, but those will all be marked on each of the lots that cover the different block areas, so.
And we put the block out and like a number in it or something, or like then people can go find what they're doing, or,
Right, so
I
what
see.
what we do
Okay.
is we go mark the corners on the 22nd, the 29th,
okay,
and then on the, starting on Wednesday, the 9th, Wednesday, August 11th, I'm sorry. That's when you go out and start actually marking more with white paint where the vendor lots are at in preparation for striping on that Saturday. We kind of wait till the week of the 9th to do all this work, making sure that we don't lose the paint fades or get
Sure.
those off or something like that. So,
None of this makes any sense until you do it. I don't know
Right.
how else to tell you. Like you feel lost and I did too. It just is one of those things that once you see it, you're like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Just,
Yeah.
but having someone explain it just doesn't compute.
Well, that's what
It has to
we're
go
doing.
in certain
but
order.
ultimately, we
Yeah.
do, so on Saturday morning, the 14th, we hire a striping crew from Rochester. They come out and they actually make all the lines with their equipment.
Oh, they do.
And people kind of stand at the one end, they kind of eyeball or across 120 feet. They'll go and then they have to go back and mark off the lots off. As people are moving around, just kind of guide the guys.
It's really slick.
And then on that
It's like human flags.
Wednesday night, that's when we go around and place the labels on each of the individual lots.
Okay.
It's a piece of wire with a white flag on it, and there's a sticker on it, shows the lot number and the name, and we just lay that on the ground, each of the lots. And that's what information that Carol provides for us.
They don't
That's
get like
really
stuck
it.
in the ground.
What's that?
It's not like a little flag.
It is, but we just lay them on the ground typically. is what the
Oh,
ground
okay.
does. Ground's kind
then-
of hard, the wire's kind of thin, so
I'm just thinking.
it all works, just takes time, and we'll work in, either break it up into 2 crews, or 1 crew just take a block at a time and go through it. It'll probably take a couple hours, but
Marcy
for
said she'd be
everybody's
down
gonna be
for
a
that,
new
too.
experience, so
Yeah.
that's not, except for Lori and Dana.
Marcy said she'd be down for that too.
And Marcy helps, she could be helpless.
Hey Ryland, I have to pick my daughter up in just a little bit, so I'm gonna have to leave in just a little bit to pick my daughter up from work.
Okay.
Just so we all know.
She's working?
We'll talk about this again in August,
So
so,
exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
but you'll learn more on the 22nd, 29th.
Just,
Look,
you know that, I think I told you this, but I just want to double note
Sure.
that we move our son into college on the 19th. So Thursday, which is a big day. That is when I move
he can go by
time.
himself. He's got a car.
Does have a car.
Just kidding.
So I hopefully it won't be an all-day thing. Who's moved their kids to college? You. Is it an all-day thing?
You look at time.
Where is he going?
Well,
Winona.
it depends.
Did you get a time block or something?
Yeah, I
don't
think
know,
it's
we
like
haven't
a
gotten that yet.
Yeah.
dump him on the side and like they,
I mean, it'll take a few hours, but
Yeah.
like, if he's like, Andrew, we thought we'd go out to dinner.
He's like, get out of
And he
here.
was like, okay,
Right.
see ya.
they're ready to check it out.
Yeah.
That's real typical, Lori, just, bye, mom.
I'm
Yeah.
like, we're not going for dinner. He's like, my friends are.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll see what happens, but just FYI, it's really fun.
Okay, I appreciate it. That's it.
Yeah.
Arctic Ice, still haven't finalized the price. I did not get back with some information about what we needed to identify the cost last meeting. We talked about $5 going to 7 or 8 and for the 20-pound bag. And so let's get some more details on that. So I think we still have time to talk about that at the August meeting. So,
Yeah, I think you're gonna charge $10 a bag. Is that what you're saying?
I hope not.
Okay, no, or maybe you said Casey's or somebody charges $10 a bag or something. I can't remember.
Still at
Yeah, they're five.
$5.79.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Something around
It's a
that.
convenience. So.
But we are, we missed Carol, lot statistics vendor count from Carol, letter O.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh.
200 something, 34 vendors.
Amazing.
I got it here. 337 paid lots.
Yeah, but you could have that many paid lots, but not that many vendors necessarily. Yeah.
Vendors is 232 as of this weekend. Reserved lots, are those reserved or pending?
Those are reserved lots, yeah, but that,
37.
they haven't got any money on it, so it doesn't mean anything yet.
How's the food vendors shaping up?
Got 20 finally. I just confirmed the last one today. It's been a pull.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good work.
So that's still coming in,
great.
it's changing every week, so.
Yeah, we were very close.
Golf carts, when do we pick those up? Is it on Wednesday night?
No, they'll be delivered on either Wednesday, probably Wednesday afternoon.
When's that?
They'll be delivered Wednesday afternoon.
They'll be over here at Carol's.
Yeah.
Daughter and son-in-law's house just right across the west
And
side.
we can
place.
pick it up on Wednesday night.
And take it to your house.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I'm pretty excited
I
about
think
that.
everybody gets a cart. Keys. The radios, we have two-way radios, we get those when,
Wednesday.
we can use those Wednesday night. Are they charged up? They'll be hopefully.
As soon as we can get
Because
them
we
into
end up calling
the,
everybody on cell phones, if we had radios, that would help.
yeah, well, we'll get them into the information. They'll come charged. But we'll really want to make sure they're charged up Wednesday night because we'll have to hit the floor running Thursday morning.
Oh, they're electrical?
Super.
I don't know anything
National
about
Night Out,
those.
August 3rd.
No, the golf carts are gas.
Wait,
but,
you just, you skipped what you added,
Wait, what?
budget donation discussion.
What?
Between Q
You
and
added it,
R.
remember? Between Q and R, you asked to add it.
Oh. Any questions about the email I sent out about merchant donations?
No.
Now, I come across this weekend or last week. For 2019, we have 4 coolers full of water that we had in the tank. And there's 2 big coolers and there's 2 smaller coolers. And I don't know if it's good water to use. It's been sitting in a cooler for 2 years.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm not crazy about it.
Stagnant
I don't
water.
know. I'm so sorry.
It probably has an expiration date on
non-potable.
it.
That's
Maybe
when I got my
Non-potable
red
at this
shirt.
point.
Maybe water all the plants, maybe the people who are taking care of the things around
Okay,
town
sorry.
can use it to water their plants, I don't know.
But
There's like a new
I don't know.
species.
I did not take
You
it.
know, here's the deal. The water is so cheap at Costco, you get, you know what I mean? It's like $2 for,
Well,
what is it,
we got
48?
cases of water from Hy-Vee and High Island Market, they gave us water. We don't want any Gatorade if we can avoid it.
Yeah.
This is something that can happen in August too. It's not usually it's a spur of the moment, walk in, talk to the manager, give them a card or your letter of the solicitation letter that was in the email with the tax ID, explain who you're doing and what you're doing, what you're asking for.
Yeah, do they have
They'll
a,
usually use something on the
ID has a
spot.
form, I think.
I'm sorry.
Do they have a request form for donations?
In the past, I've just gone to the regional Hy-Vee and they given me the water.
On
Actually,
37th,
water.
on 37th Street? Or
West one. The big
West
one.
Circle? Okay. Because I know I've had to do some places I've had to do forms for, and I just can't remember it for. Yeah,
Tax ID is on the letter.
So what we really need is water.
Water and pop,
And why don't we want Gatorade? It doesn't go.
it doesn't go in.
It gets thrown away.
It does, okay.
Kids drink about 2-3 swallows of it and it goes.
I think we're in good shape with the paint. It's just water, gift cards. If they want to do gift cards, that's great too.
How much do we need?
It's pretty much wide open, whatever we can.
It's for the volunteers, is that what the water and pop
It's
is
for the,
for?
for the committee members, volunteers, whoever needs something to drink at the information booth or
Okay,
garbage crews. It's for everybody it's not meant for the general public, but everybody else on the committee and the volunteers. It's usually in a tub behind the information trailer by the post office. Come and take whatever you want to drink. So.
have like a trough of ice and then with drinks in there.
Okay. Last item is a National Night Out. It's from 4 to 8. We'll start serving at 5 p.m. As it turns out, the Olmsted County, they do this every year. In our case, this year, they're going to be there at 4 o'clock with their canine training.
Oh,
Canine
fun.
crew, and they give a demonstration for the kids. And so I guess this year were their first ones on this tour. They tour all the National Night Out parties in the county here, so they can get in.
And this is not at the park out here, this is over here at
This
the
area,
fire
this is the
station.
first time
here.
we've done it here. Typically. it's in the
Okay,
park.
so this is
Yeah,
the first time this is
it's always been
happening.
at the park, yeah.
Better visibility. What?
Downtown.
Visibility. What just?
So there's a couple bounce houses. There's a lady that's going to be singing from 5 to 6:30, I think it is. A lady that sings over at this place off of 60th Street.
Oh, yeah.
It's been advertising.
Or loaf.
So please wear your Gold Rush
Becky
shirts.
something, Becky.
Please wear your Gold Rush shirts, your red ones.
Or 5K. I think either way, either one.
Wear your Gold Rush shirt, that'd be great. I think that's what, because we help pay for this, huge. So I think anytime we can get that emphasis, we're trying to get all our volunteers.
Not everybody has their shirts.
I know.
Did you end up
Oh,
ordering
yeah,
any?
well, I've got them ordered.
You do?
Just
Okay.
haven't come in. But I did find some more downstairs, so when we leave here, we can go downstairs and see.
I could take a pre-washed one. Pre-shrunk, pre-washed.
You know what? I do have some regular old red
Reworn.
shirts, Gold Rush
Reworn.
committee shirts that are nice. I still wear mine.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's just stick through.
I think I have one of the
We'll
old
take
ones.
Yeah, and I wear those.
I grabbed an old one. I
I'm
just know
doing
it's not gonna be
face
good for me
painting
on
that night
like,
for the
during
National
cold
Night
rush.
Out, so I won't be able
Well, I
to.
have hyperhidrosis.
Oh, you're
so,
helping
Sir,
that?
yeah,
You
we're
know,
doing
I'm
face
like,
paint.
Oh, Jill.
Like I could just have water.
I'm
you know
taking
what I
over for
mean?
Jill.
Okay, oh, you are.
Those
Okay.
red shirts would not last me an
Yeah, we
hour.
got 8 kids. Jill's gonna paint. Jill,
But the dry fit stuff,
Three ladies,
because
three-
it wicks.
That's me,
So
dude.
it does
Oh,
work.
you're-
It wicks,
And my
and
breath.
then with the
Oh,
black stripe
fantastic.
underneath, I can kind of, it kind
Make
of helps, yeah.
Should be a lot of fun, something new. See how it plays out, but we'll be serving at 5 PM to help serve and whatever.
You want us there at 4:15, but you said that,
I'd say 4:30 is fine.
but you said, when you said the canines were coming, you said they were coming at 4.
Right, but we're not serving food till 5.
But it's open, it starts at 4.
Yeah.
It starts at 4, okay. I just was confused. I haven't paid
Well, I
attention.
mean,
Yeah, it
yeah, I'll
sounds like
talk
it
to
starts
Melissa,
at 5, but
I
it's
might
not.
just set up by 4 for the volunteer
Right,
stuff.
I think
Yeah.
for
Should
sure.
be there.
Lauren's getting her wisdom teeth pulled out that day. So my husband will be with her. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, everything's happening all at once.
Last item, and this is just FYI, I started to put together a timeline. We're looking at how we go through things from January up until November, and we'll continue to update this, but it kind of gives you a flavor for how the year progresses and things. I thought I had one more, I haven't found it, one more spreadsheet that really gets into the details of this letter that I sent out by email, and I'll keep looking for it.
We did have those task lists filed out electronically.
Yeah.
We have an extended one and an abbreviated one. Looks like that's the extended one that you printed off.
Yeah, it's kind of,
That you're
a
holding
lot of detail
on
in
the
it, but
detail.
yeah, it's-
Yeah, on the.
it covers a lot.
I don't know, it's good to, it's nice to have that timeline in view, because then it's also like a task list that says, hey, by this month, we're doing this.
Yeah.
By
I
this
never
month.
had, I was never.
I
given
have an
one.
old one.
I sent that
So
out
I just developed that.
a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
Actually,
It works out nice because
called
I
timeline.
do like a spreadsheet too, like when I have to do.
Just from
certain,
2018, I just went through and took all the 2018 dates,
communications to the
referred just to
school
the
at
months.
certain months, and I make sure that I'm ready for it. Yes.
yeah,
I got copies of it.
Oh, yeah, I like one, because I'll keep it and my email.
I think that's what I printed out. I think.
Corey, did you get it? Corey's gone. Corey left us. Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's
I think
great.
we covered everything I wanted to.
So, Rylan, I'll go ahead and send you the link for the Son of Genius.
Yep.
If you want to take a look at it at all, and just, or if you want, or I could show it to you even. We probably don't have a computer set up to that. I was gonna say, I could just show it to you to make sure, but I pretty much got everything that you put on here into slots. And it's by date, and then where we meet, and then the name of the slot. So, and then, so if you
Sometime this week here, or
yeah, I'll send it to you tonight, and then if you can look at it, and then I'll try to get it out by Wednesday or something to the committee, so that way they can, you got water
got a
sewer
lot of things going
tomorrow.
on, but yeah, that's. I'll try and get to you Wednesday or Thursday.
I'm gone as of Thursday,
Oh.
so I'll be
I'm sorry.
gone all
Yeah.
weekend, yeah. Thursday
Here
through
tomorrow morning.
Sunday, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it to both you guys. And then, but I pretty much did, everything that you put down and the dates and the times. And then put enough slots for the committee. And then Melissa and I already put our names into some of the slots as well. So you can kind of see, and that way you'll know, okay, on this day, I've got this many committee members, because there's some committee members that can't attend everything, but hopefully that'll help out.
If anybody wants to go down and look at the office,
yeah.
Well, see if we can dig some shirts up too for people.
Oh, if we need any more hand sanitizer, that ladies are willing to give us more,
I
but.
don't think so. All right, I made a
I think we
motion
already
to
have, like-
adjourn, second, anyone
Second.
can.
Oh, yeah, whoops.
favor say aye.
I,
Anybody wants to shop for a shirt? Okay.
I need to shop for a shirt,
Okay.
both. And then I'll bike home. Okay, so
all right,
that's,
so we'll be in touch with
that's
about the
the-
camper stuff.
this is the Minnesota one, so need.
All right. Yeah,
Sure there.
I don't know, you might want to stop downstairs. I might have a bigger one down there.
I'll look downstairs,
Do you
yeah.
guys want to take, anybody want to take any 5K things or anything? Yeah, sounds good.
I've got one old brush shirt,
Like a,
the red one. I got an old one.
Oh,
that I
yeah.
grabbed. It's a little big, but, so if the other ones don't come in before National Night Out, I could just wear that one.
So I need a copy of.
But the other one's
federal
for-
with the state, so
The
this is
biggest thing
just-
I'm worried about is just, you know,
On the line.
I'm not good with heat and humidity. I can get sick easy, so that's, or I'm just really worried about that in the end of August.
you know, honestly though, there is this is open to stay cool.
Yeah.
You have to pop in and out.
I can get heat.
And then.
That's my only, that's like the biggest thing I've been thinking about this entire time is just the heat.
That's-
and
That
the-
is stressful.
Yeah, usually it works out, but it can get hot.
I mean, last,
Cause I'll even get, even if I'm in the house and it's hot outside, then it gets kind of weird.
Dean, I need your signature.
All right, I'm gonna go downstairs real quick and then,
I'm gonna be on vacation July 23rd to August 4th, so I won't be for National Night Out. Glacier,
What day is 24th August?
July 23rd through August 4th.
we're heading to Yosemite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can guess.
You know, I did that.
Yeah, we found,
Alright.
all of our stuff is, we got it all organized, ready to go. Dan Fran opened up a little bit more so we can do the Alcatraz. Did I ever stop this? No. So,
What day do you leave?
the 24th.
You said you're going to California?
Yeah,